today on Foxpro's Fast and Furious. Foxpro's Mike Dillon heads east on a predator hunt like few have ever seen. When the lights go out, the action turns on. Red Fox, Gray Fox, and Coyote. Will it be an ultimate predator slam? You're about to find out.
So I'm trying to think what Coyote's going through right now.
That's what I'm talking about. Bird down, baby.
Welcome to Foxpro's Fast and Furious. I'm Mike Dillon. The East Coast offers a little bit of something for everyone. For me, it's about the nightlife.
Baltimore, Maryland, one of the busiest cities in the country. Life flies by and so does the traffic. I'm here on business. Luckily, my business is different than most. I don't care much about the city life. I'm here for one thing, and it ain't found downtown. As darkness settles in, my hunting partner Pete Hauer and I get ready for the night hunt. Our mission is simple. Find a few Maryland fox and call them within range. With Pete at the helm, the odds are good. The guy has been after them for years.
So fox season just opened here November 1st, and I actually like early season better. I think it becomes a little more complicated when the breeding season comes on in December and January.
And chances are excellent also. I mean, a lot of times it's even within the first couple minutes. You know, it could even be within the first 30 seconds a lot of times.
I love night hunting. You know, this is what I was born on. You know, I started this when I was 8 years old, and there's just something about night hunting that it goes deep.
Deep? Ha! Yeah, and intense. We cut the lights and switch to night vision. With the Light 4 spotlight, we can scan the field looking for glowing eyes.
Hey, Mike, eyes. Right back there. Same deer.
When you're scanning, you know, you never know where those fox are gonna come in. The sooner you can pick up those eyes, the better chance you have of taking that fox.
Moving from one small field to the next, we play high-pitched bird sounds mixed in with a few small rodents.
You're looking for the red eyes close to the ground. Usually that's a pretty good sign that you've got a fox coming in.
They get the fox.
At our second field, we catch a cherry red out on the hunt. I lightly hit the mouth call and hope to draw him in closer. This fox keeps his distance, but he's well within Pete's rifle range. Good job.
That's quite a large fox.
That is a big fox. Holy cow. Yep. He's still pretty wet.
He's definitely aged male, but I wouldn't say past his prime. He's definitely in the peak of his prime. Yeah, look at the size of this thing. That's a very large fox.
The fox are on the move. We pack up and head to a new pasture.
They're trying to get dinner as well as try to be safe themselves, and to me that is a great challenge.
A challenge that can lead to extremely fast action.
He's gonna come into shotgun range. Take him if you can. Take him. You gotta take him if you can.
They get up close and personal, and the closer they get, the longer your heart has to charge and pound while they're coming in.
Gone. Sometimes they come too fast. This fox nearly ran us over and never even stopped for a shot.
Right there, right there, right there.
But he wasn't alone.
You're realizing a fox at 150, 200 yards, I mean, you're talking a target that thin. they don't give you very much when they're looking right at you. Wasn't a broadside shot, it was staring right at us.
A little bit of wind kicking in there. There's a whole host of things that could have gone wrong there. But that's hunting.
Thing is, we always seem to remember the stories of the one that got away.
I don't really have to get a fox to have a successful hunt. If I get out and I'm enjoying nature and having a good time and you know, just enjoying myself, that's great. You don't have to kill somebody to have a good time.
Coming up, we take a road trip south. It's gray fox action that'll knock you over. Then, we look to see how many fox we can call in one night. Keep it tuned to Fox Pro's Fast and Furious. You're watching Fox Pro's Fast and Furious.
I consider Maryland a fox hunter's paradise. Our first night proved just that.
Hey, Mike, hi.
It boasts one of the country's last remaining strongholds of red fox. If that wasn't good enough, all you have to do is travel a few miles south and you are smack dab in the middle of some crazy gray fox action. The ultimate combo for a predator hunter. We head to the rolling hills of Maryland's St. Mary's County. Farmland surrounded by heavy wooded cover. It's a gray fox mecca. And we meet up with JD, a gray fox addict. When it comes to grays, the man knows just where to find them.
Mainly timber. Want to try and keep stuff close and tight. Most of the land we're going to hunt, all but one farm is going to be recently timbered, so it's going to be real thick, so they're going to be up close and personal.
The gray fox are a lot of fun because they're just real feisty. They've got real attitude.
To see them eyes bouncing across the field coming at you, can't beat it. We normally have a man on the rifle and a man on the shotgun.
JD shines the light while Pete takes the scattergun. I've got backup with the rifle. If the fox runs close, Pete will take him down. Anything that hangs up will be my target. A team effort. We settle in, waiting for total darkness.
Usually when you're calling grays, you're using a gray fox pup distress. And they're coming in, they're looking for a fight. They're protecting one of their own.
When the time is right, we switch to night mode and imitate the sounds of a gray fox in distress.
This is a sweet spot, big hardwoods. We got a big swamp behind us called Beech Nut. This is a beech tree. This whole place is covered with
it. Our first stand proves empty, typical of predator hunting.
But that's just the way it goes. Don't matter how successful you think your stands are going to be, on any given night, you never know what's going to happen.
We're going to set up about 60 yards off the woods. We're going to have woods on all three sides of us. Big swamp, big woods, big hardwoods. Knock on wood, never let me down.
The plan? To lure a gray into this small open field.
We're going to switch up calls. We're going to go to, instead of the fox pup distress, we're going to go to the screaming gray.
Pete grabs the hand call and tries yet another sound. This time, it's the right one.
Just about getting ready to break this stand. And it's like there's eyes right there. There's eyes right there in front of him. And that fox came to the edge of the field, and within 30 seconds, it came 20, 30 yards in front of Pete, and Pete took him with a shotgun.
There he is.
Look at him, gorgeous.
Nice pellet.
Gorgeous. Nice shot, Pete. Look at
A
him.
male or female?
Check.
Big old male.
Yeah.
Look how pretty he is.
Nice, beautiful pelt.
That coloration. Look at them claws.
Yeah, there's those retractable claws for you.
You know, they say the gray fox is actually closer to a canine or a feline species than a canine species.
Where the reds are more like the canines.
Right.
Yeah.
Grays are actually quite prone to climbing trees too.
Yeah.
So,
Hopefully we get some more grays tonight. Yeah.
Let's go get them.
yeah, night's not over yet.
With Fox now on the move, we waste little time. Again, we play Gray Fox in distress. Instantly, we spot movement in the brush.
You don't get a lot of time to react. You know, they are in the small fields, and you've got some woods on the outskirts, so when they show up onto the edge of the fields, they're usually in range.
Suddenly, a second fox appears out of nowhere.
Look at that.
I can't believe I got him. You know, I sat up there the whole time.
I heard you
Thinking-
cussing yourself, everything else.
I'm beating myself up there thinking I missed this fox.
Look at that nice down.
Yeah.
Nice and filled out. That's pretty. Pretty, pretty.
Nice. Very nice. Let's get a picture of that.
Up next, we leave the grays behind in search of the elusive red fox. Then, can we call in our first Maryland coyote? You're about to find out. You're watching Foxpro's Fast and Furious.
Call me crazy, but I think Maryland might be my new favorite hunting spot. In 2 nights, we've taken both reds and grays with ease. Pete Hauer, our Foxpro field staff member, has these critters dialed in. After a night chasing Maryland grays, we head back to his home turf. Baltimore County, Maryland. This land is covered up in reds. A look at Pete's trail camera says it all. Looking for a jump start, we get to work under fading sunlight.
I'm gonna say your own rifle, and I'll be on shotgun, you know, if he comes close.
We mute to call and let darkness settle in. With the sky turned black, we have instant action. Only this fox won't clear that hill.
And I'm not familiar enough with that area. Even though I didn't see a house or anything off in the distance, I didn't know what was that direction, so I couldn't take that shot. The areas that Pete hunts, there's a lot of agricultural fields. It's pretty populated. You got to be really careful where you're shooting, because when you look at the edges of the agricultural fields, you'll see a house here, you'll see a house here. So as soon as you're sitting down, you're picking those spots out, saying, I can't shoot that direction. You know, I can't shoot that direction. Here's my safe lanes to shoot. You know, you got to be very mindful of that when hunting these areas.
Just like that, a second fox steps out. Then another. It's total chaos. We are surrounded by fox, and I can't take a safe shot. Finally, another fox makes a move, giving me a perfect opportunity.
Oh, nice fox.
Oh man, you know, I didn't think we were going to even get one there. Wow.
Oh, look at that. That's pretty.
Boy, he is pretty fox,
That's a
isn't he?
beautiful fox.
You know, you'd think after doing it for, what, 30 years it would get old, but it never gets old, you know?
That's awesome.
I just can't believe
you know, the amount of fox that are here. I mean, we had fox all over the place, you know, and then this guy comes right up. What?
How many fox did we see here tonight?
We saw at least 4 different fox
Yeah.
just on this property right here.
Yeah. Nice. Very nice. That was a good shot too, by the way. Is that a male or female?
That's
What do you got?
female.
Female. Wow.
Yeah. I would have guessed the way she came in, that would have been a male.
pretty large female for a female. Yeah.
That's my first Maryland Red Fox of the season.
This season.
Pete?
Now that's how you start a night out right.
Still to come, we look to close out this Maryland predator hunt in style. The Reds are on the prowl, but that's not all. We battle more than just a cold on this fall night. You're watching Foxpro's Fast and Furious.
This Maryland fox hunt has me pumped up. In 3 short nights, we've had more fox come to the call than we could handle. My hunting partner Pete Howard and I have each taken down the Maryland Red and the Maryland Gray. Still, we aren't satisfied. When the fox are running, you make the most of it. In my world, it means stay after them. Our first hunt of the night proved crazy. Thing is, we don't have much time in Maryland. You can't hunt on Sunday. That means this hunt will end at midnight.
Let him come for a little bit. Give him about a minute with no light.
The red comes in, they'll come in. Sometimes you'll get them coming in pretty quick. More times than not, they're gonna stop out there at about 100 yards. They're gonna check things out. They may sit, they may slowly work their way back in, but you're not gonna get typically a red charging like a gray does.
Well, that's a big fox.
Yeah, it is.
Big male. Well, and he's furred up pretty good too.
Look at that. Look at his ears. Look how much he's been fighting.
Oh yeah.
He's got.
Wow.
Look at his.
Yeah, I'll say. Look at that.
His canines are all worn down. That's a big old fox. He's been doing a lot of fighting too. Look at the size of this guy. That's another big cherry red. Where'd he go, Mike?
Yeah. Thanks, Pete. Appreciate it. You're next.
Always fun.
We turn to leave, but everything changes.
We were walking out with this fox I just shot, and a siren went off, and we have coyotes barking right over in the area where we were just hunting.
They're howling big time.
Let me ask you, have you ever shot a Maryland coyote?
I haven't seen one.
You've heard one now. So.
I've heard them, so yeah.
With coyotes on our mind, we switch back to night vision and move into position. Within seconds, we spot eyes. It's not the coyote we wanted, but that's just fine.
As soon as you see the eyes bouncing, you know it's a fox coming.
You know, can you believe that just happened? It's like 10 till midnight, the last day of our trip down here. Very rarely do you see a red fox come in fast and furious like that, but she did, you know, and she couldn't have come at a better time. So that's awesome. Pete, thank you very much for having me down here. I appreciate it. I can't say enough about your hospitality. Oh man, that's awesome. What a way to end the trip.
You know, I've been hunting fox since I was 8 years old, and I can tell you, for me, it never gets old. Thanks for watching another edition of Foxpro's Fast and Furious. I'm Mike Dillon. Until next time, stay after 'em.